I know what you're thinking. I'm not drinking any Merlot. If anyone orders Merlot, I'm leaving. And I felt the same way too, but there's been a change going on here in Australia. Winemakers are starting to take the variety seriously. It started shrugging off decades of being typecast as a flabby blending crate with little ambition. Now, with improved vine material and a fresh wave of curiosity amongst growers and makers, Merlot's been having a sneaky little comeback, showing just how detailed, structured and compelling it can be. And that's why we recently held a blind tasting of Australian Merlots to challenge the assumptions and shine a light on the Australian Merlots that are raising the bar, part of our deep dive series at younggunofwine.com. So we gathered a panel of winemakers and sommeliers and asked them to pick their favourites in a blind tasting. And this wine, the 2023 Parker Estate Terra Rossa Merlot, was selected as one of the top wines. In the glass, it represents everything great about modern Australian Merlot. The nose delivers tart black cherries and orange peel layered with lifted florals like violets and a thread of baking spices too. Then on the palate, there's a crispness at the core of it. It's vibrant with wild berries and vanilla and cinnamon. There's this minerality to it too, with fine tannins that just beg for some charcuterie. And it's a Merlot from Coonawarra. Coonawarra, it's like this inception moment of a dream within a dream of dagginess. And that's what makes it so cool. I mean, think about it. When you're sitting there with your friends about to order wine off a restaurant list and everyone's eyeing off the Tasmanian Pinots, but you go to a Merlot from Coonawarra and it tastes like this, well then that's just a rock star move because it's unexpected. I mean, both Merlot and Coonawarra have been fighting unfashionable reputations for years. Merlot got hammered by the sideways effect in the early 2000s, while Coonawarra has been stereotyped as just producing old school reds. Yet this wine proves why those perceptions are so off base. Coonawarra is a unique place to grow wines. The Terra Rossa Strip is one of the most famous pieces of terroir in Australia. It's approximately 20-something kilometres long and a kilometre or so wide, with its pronounced layer of red soil over white limestone that the roots penetrate, which gives the wines a Terra Rossa signature of an earthy graphite or ironstone edge. While it might be about 60 kilometres from the Southern Ocean, the landscape between it and the sea is so open that nothing stands in the way of the cooling sea breezes. And those winds travel straight inland, bringing a freshness that makes the region much cooler than its latitude would suggest. And with those conditions, the region makes elegant wines with fine tannin lines, bright acidity and proven ageability. You see that fresh and vibrant ID coming through in the wine here. Indeed, one of the sommeliers in the blind tasting, when naming it as one of the top Merlots in the country, suggested it's a wine that could be served as a chilled red. So sometimes it's good to go against the grain. Think about Jura wines, for instance. 10 years ago, you could pick up a bottle of Chardonnay from this obscure French region for $30. Now those same wines sell for $150 because the sommeliers discovered what the locals always knew. So perhaps Coonawarra is right for its Jura moment. Parker Estate Merlot. Get on it. It's perhaps a little surprised the wine did well in our blind tasting. The winemaker behind it is Andrew Ox Hardy. He's a fifth generation winemaker, a great grandson of Thomas Hardy, dubbed the father of the South Australian wine industry. And Ox started his career under the legendary Brian Crozer at Petaluma in the 80s. So there is some hardcore pedigree in the cellar at Parker Estate. For the full results of our Australian Merlot blind tasting, head to younggunofwine.com and check out the deep dive. Cheers.